Superna Eyeglass for Isilon is more than just software. It's a complete platform of tools and advanced services that eases the burden and stress of disaster recovery events by simplifying, automating, and orchestrating the entire process. Unstructured data has become a critical business asset, often consuming hundreds of terabytes of storage. In a recent study, Wikibon cites that unstructured data is growing significantly faster than structured data, presenting both significant challenges and opportunities. To effectively protect their vital file data, enterprises must apply the same disaster recovery best practices traditionally used for block storage. While EMC Isilon provides fast and reliable file-based replication for large Isilon storage clusters, failover involves complex scripting and manual procedures. Full recovery can take days. Superna Eyeglass for Isilon Sync IQ automates the entire disaster recovery process. This diagram shows the complexity of disaster recovery for file data that touches DNS, Active Directory, and potentially thousands of users that need to access their data for failover. Recognized as a trusted DR partner by Dell EMC, Superna has the broad knowledge and best practices needed to build a fully working solution. Superna Eyeglass reduces risk for businesses by automating the complexity in disaster recovery testing, monitoring, and enables continuous operation between all data sites. With built-in disaster recovery logic, Superna Eyeglass provides immediate detailed insight into recovery readiness and synchronization status. It reveals how quickly your business can recover and if you're meeting established business recovery objectives. Superna Eyeglass is simple to install software in virtualized environments. It can be installed in less than 10 minutes. Once installed, the software automatically detects all required configuration needed to failover and provides simple steps to configure, monitor, and initiate failover between EMC Isilon clusters. The software also has a support feature for 7x24-hour global support with integrated help desk feature to open cases without leaving the GUI. In addition, phone home diagnostics can be sent directly from the virtual appliance to Superna's support center for analysis and support, reducing the time and number of steps to get help. The software reduces the time needed to monitor one or more clusters with a central dashboard for clusters across multiple locations. This centralization of DR status and cluster management reduces the cost to manage unstructured data and protect this critical business data asset. After installation, the software provides dashboard and inventory of all discovered information for analysis. Customers with multiple clusters can centrally monitor the continuous operation status, cluster versions, and global network view that allows IT staff to quickly see the DR status in a visual user interface. Most operations in the software are fully automated, requiring no IT staff to make changes when new Isilon policies are created to protect data. Superna Eyeglass will detect cluster changes and automatically protect the data for failover and monitoring. This level of automation and alerting allows IT staff to spend their time on other tasks, knowing that data protection and monitoring requires no daily actions. Superna Eyeglass provides automatic daily reports that summarizes the DR readiness, analyzes historical replication performance, and identifies possible issues that may affect DR performance. The software extends automated reporting to configuration management, recovery point objective, or RPO, monitoring for data loss compliance, storage tier, and cluster usage reporting. The automated graphing of data synchronization allows quick and easy visual methods to identify network and performance issues before they affect DR operations. The automated reports require no administration configuration, which removes manual IT staff effort from collecting and reporting cluster status or potential problems. The software's automated reporting lowers the cost and eliminates IT staff needed to manage and protect business-critical file data on EMC Isilon clusters. The most important aspects of DR is planning, monitoring, and readiness to eliminate business risk. Superna Eyeglass provides continuous real-time calculations that measure over 25 aspects of failover and summarizes DR readiness into a single dashboard. IT staff are alerted to any condition that will prevent failover, allowing for IT to correct errors. The dashboard provides a simplified view of DNS, Active Directory, Isilon clusters, data sync, cluster configuration, and data loss exposure graphs. The dashboard summarizes failover state and enables continuous operations with DR testing. Data loss exposure can be graphed to measure RPO target compliance with simple, easy graphs. Overall DR status is easy to follow with green, yellow, and red states to provide fast enterprise-wide view of data protection. Failover readiness features include a cluster witness feature that fails over and fails back on a daily basis to test IT infrastructure readiness for failover between data centers. This feature replaces quarterly scheduled maintenance with fully automated testing that includes data integrity tests. It also tests data access to both clusters the same way end users would access data after a failover. In effect, it simulates real failover events. This feature's primary business value is eliminating error-prone manual failover procedures and automating DR testing to meet business DR requirements for compliance with government standards. Unstructured file-based data is growing at 30 to 40% annually. IT departments are managing ever-increasing storage per user. Disk limits applied to users or groups of users is typically a storage administrator task to manage user limits on disk space consumption. Scale Out NAS solutions, like EMC Isilon, can service tens of thousands of users accessing storage, which increases the need to manage the shared disk resources, limits, or quotas. Superna Eyeglass can securely eliminate all IT administration and chargeback of disk usage to departments, end users, with End User Storage Portal feature. This capability is built on an easy-to-use self-serve disk limit request portal for end users and separate power user or department leader who can approve access to disk space without IT storage administrators' assistance. The solution is secure and never exposes storage to unauthorized access with proxy access to Isilon clusters and daily activity logs sent to storage administrators to monitor disk space consumption that has been approved. Reporting and administration of disk limits is automated, removing this task from storage administrators. This is another key feature of Superna Eyeglass that can reduce IT management costs associated with the massive growth on Dell EMC Scale Out NAS. In summary, Superna Eyeglass for Isilon Sync IQ provides your business with several key benefits. The first is a measurable return on investment that is potentially millions in revenue, considering the high cost per minute of unplanned downtime. Second, it protects and makes fully available critical unstructured data and other files. File data gets the same high availability and protection as block data. Third, reduced IT costs by eliminating staff time to develop and test scripts and manually manage synchronization and failover. And finally, less business risk by automating synchronization and disaster recovery orchestration that minimizes human error and accelerates business resumption. Superna Eyeglass, business protection you can count on.